All right, so I'm going to apply my game theory to Silver League. I'll replay the previous intro to game theory in multiplayer here, and then I will play for a half hour in Silver League and see how many points I can get. Half hour, I'm hoping to get 150 points is usually what I try for. Maybe it'll be a little bit higher silver, or maybe not. Okay, game theory for multiplayer. The goal is you only lose -1, but if you win out of 8, you get 36. So you should really optimize for a top 3 win with 7+ cars. And I have a couple ideas on how to do that. The first one is only race in races with 7 or 8 cars. If you get less, quit as quickly as you can. So on the screen where it shows when you see the other cars, at the starting, at that point, depending on your gaming console, you can easily pull up the other menu and just quit the race. So at that point, you're going to get -1. And again, your goal is to, in a very short period of time, whatever, half hour, an hour, you want to race in as many races as you can. And you only want to be in those races where you still have that theory of finishing in the top 3 for your with 7 or 8 cars at any time in the race. If you get knocked out, quit the race and start a new one. Only exceptions is if you still happen to be in second after when you come back from the crash, or you can see the finish line. I know it can be super tempting to keep going, but you'll see an example in the upcoming race where I should have just finished, and I didn't. And so again, it comes back to this thing is you have a very limited amount of time, and you want to optimize that time for racing, because you want to get the points, because your goal is to get to whatever level that you're shooting for, be it the Legion level or the gold level, whatever level you're shooting for, you want to get there as quick as possible. All right, next one, halfway through the race, if you are not in the top 4, also quit. Just keep a kind of mental check. You kind of feel where the middle of a race is. And again, if you're not there, be it a slow start, be it your position start, that's okay. Because again, we want to come back and just think of that initial theory is races with 7 or 8 cars, given how the points increasingly get bigger in the scoring, and finishing in the top 3 provides you like that sweet spot of reward for points. All right. Next one that we have coming up is extra benefits. I personally find it a little less stressful after getting knocked out, because I shift gears from you'll still hear when I'm racing, but I do shift gears, especially like I know, there's nothing, maybe there are, but it is quite frustrating to get knocked out by the same person more than once, twice, even had it 3 times. And so like being able to take that energy and focus it back into restarting into your next race and getting a fresh start, can be good on your stress. So maybe even this approach, if you are getting stressed out. Next one, set a timer. An hour or 30 minutes seems to work good for me. Write down your points in the beginning, and then see if you can average about 300 points an hour, which is about where I get. Kind of, depends a little bit. And if there's at all a chance, it's all about that chance to speed it up and get in the top 3. So really, like, good luck. Maybe write these down. Take a little bit to practice these, and try an hour session or try a half hour. All right, my starting point will be 1571 in Silver League, and I'm going to set the timer for a half hour. All right, so setting the timer again, 30 minutes, starting now using Silver League. And again, 7 cars or greater here, and If I get knocked out, so right there, there's 6 plus me makes 7. Halfway through, if I'm not in the top 4, I'll also quit. So really just 3 guides. If I get knocked out, if I don't come back in second place or see the finish line. Sometimes I debate taking that ramp. Oops. Ah! Someone's aggressive. Maybe I can land on him. Ugh. Power slide. One thing I really... Oh, I got him. Yes! That'll help. As I leave off the acceleration when I go through that corner. It helps on the sliding. I don't hit the edges as much. Power slide with the acceleration off there. I do like to go this way, and what I like to do is come around this corner, power slide, and then turbo to max speed. And you just gotta really watch it because you can hit any one of those edges like that and slow down. Feels safer to hit this wall and then bounce forward if no one's really close to you. Alright. As fast as I can. Start another race. There should be more, I guess in the Silver League there tends to be more races. Sometimes when you get up to Legend, it's a little more slim picking. But this, even if you're just dedicated to that half hour of time, you want to get as many points as you can. This seems to work. So again, 8, I believe, was in this one. I do much better when I'm not knocked out. Power slide. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to what track it was. Oh, it is this track. Good thing to know which track you're on. Is missing that ramp on the far right hand side of the bridge. Oh wow, nice. Oops. I find spinning here is counterproductive. So many times I float up on that wall. Next. You get a good workout. Try and go as fast as you can. Oh, come on, give me the race. It helps to plan out your cars too ahead of time, which are your top 4 or 5 cars that you're going to use. Okay. 8 cars, which is good. I really do like the Acura for the Silver League. At least to my type of driving, it seems to do well. You can go both ways here. Hard turn there. not to get whacked. I'm going to save a little bit. Power turn without acceleration, so I get it right there. That's good. Turn with acceleration on. Oops, that didn't turn out so well. Again, this ramp, some are better than I tend to skip it because I tend to hit this wall sometimes and float up. Just watching the car behind me still have a decent amount of space. But they could be close. I prefer, oops, that didn't work. Alright, we're getting close. Can I hold them off? And the answer is yes. Nice. Time's doing good. We're about 6 minutes in. Again, okay, 8 cars, that's good. This one's hard. Oh, I did it without hitting the wall. Yay. I'm going to save here for shockwave out of here. Slide, acceleration off, shockwave. Slide with acceleration off, slide. Orange. One thing I've watched other people, it actually like this gets you in the air longer. That's good. Oops. On the shockwave. You're watching behind me. Slide. That's getting close. Maybe a flat spin. Another spin. Help on speed. Oh, it's close. And I barely made it. I will take it. All right. The acceleration of the Acura definitely helps me get up front so I don't get whacked. So here, you can see 4 cars or 5 with me. I'm going to go ahead and just click this out. Take the -1 for the chance to come back very quickly. Plus, quit race. Start again. It'd be interesting in the comments, like how long do people do sessions for multiplayer? Is it 15 minutes, half hour, a couple hours? Just playing the weekend, playing Fridays? I know some are good at that ramp. I tend to miss that second ramp. Someone is right behind me. I always have a hard time hitting that ramp if I go up the bridge, so I tend to skip it there. And this, I have to be cautious to not get stuck against the far wall. Seems like it's pretty easy to overshoot it. And here, what I like to do is slide, 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 so shockwave off this bridge tends to, I'm good. All right. Nice driving by Ghost Riders team. I'd be interested in Silver, what other people think is their favorite car, or top 2 or top 3 cars for racing. Turbo. Try to get out here. Make the yellow. Ooh, this is not good. Oops. Oh, that didn't work out so well. Alright, I have a spinner in front of me. Watch out. Might. Nice, came underneath them. Watching them. Yes. Nice. I'll take it. I went too fast. Okay. Keep going. As fast as we can go. I haven't decided yet what my next car is going to be. As I gave everyone the advice, plan ahead. I didn't plan ahead. I just went with the Acura. See, other people... maybe that one? We'll find out. Okay. I do have something that I like to do here. I like to leave off so that I tend to love to come out of that in shockwave. Oops. It helps protect me from getting whacked. Power slide, shockwave. Oh, where did you? Oh. he's aggressive. Oh, and I got underneath him. Nice. As they fight it out, I slide by. Then watch out for the sidewalk there. Just enough. Wow. How did they fly so far? Nice. And you can see even second place there, the points drop down significantly, which is really why to limit it. Okay, what do I want to choose? What do I have? Interesting. I should have planned ahead. 84 versus 78. I'm going to take acceleration. We'll find out. I'll see if I get caught up to really quick. I do also like how the Beast drives, so. City by the day. Alright, 8 cars, which is good. Always double there. Wow, someone's fast. Oops, I gotta watch out because sometimes when I don't spin there, I get whacked on the head. Oh, I did not mean to go that way. Oh well. I will take it. I was just following the leader. All right. I wish they would show the cars in the ending. How about I switch between the two? I'll see which one of these two feels better for me. Alright, nice. 8 cars again. This wall, if anyone has suggestions, I float off of that wall. This is going to be a little bit tough. So watch out. At the same point. Oh, what happened there? I'm in for it. Well, thank you for the push. I might Ooh, back to third. Yes. And back to second. Oh, man. Yes. All right, that was good. I think I'll stick here. If I was having an hour session, I'd definitely play the Beast. Alright, nice. 8 cars again. It's always fun to watch, see if any of your team members show up. And be extra careful not to take them out. One thing too that I like to do here is I like to watch how other people take, especially the fast people, like their path. So sometimes just watching, what I see here is they tend to grab this, and then they tend to shockwave out of there. And oops, keep it alive. This is such a hairy spot. Saving yellow. Oh, I didn't do that well. Dang it. Alright, let's get some speed back up. Interesting. Usually don't go the left route, but it seemed fast. Alright. Woohoo! It's been nice. Oh! Alright, let's try this again. Well, at least the game didn't crash. That would have taken an extra couple minutes out of this. Alright, 7. I guess you could really like come in and measure the average time that it takes to load a new game. I wonder if exiting out of 7 has value too. But there's this. Actually, I like that shimmy that Summer just did. Sometimes it's really helpful when you don't want to get, or when you want to get a little extra boost. Oh gosh! Bye, Summer. Ah, that's really funny. Have to watch out, getting landed on there. Oh, get out of my way! I don't think you're gonna try to go for me. Now, I'm going to try to get inside this car so that I don't get whacked. Again, flying here. And I'm going to take them out. Oh, oh no! Oh. Alright. I'm gonna quit. Oh. Oh. Alright, so again, when I came back up, I wasn't in second place. Oh. I actually prefer not being taken out. I like the ghost ones where you don't get taken out. You can just focus on the racing. I've worked to be more defensive and a little more aggressive when it comes to this. Still got 5 minutes left. Maybe get 2-3 more races in here. Seven it is. I don't understand why the game can't wait just a little bit longer to get all 8. I guess I'd rather have the gameplay of all 8. It gets really weird when it's just you and one other car, which can happen a lot when you ever get in the top 20. You just end up doing a lot of solos. And when you do these races as quick as possible, you really notice how long it takes to wait between races. Alright, watching out for cars. Watch out behind me though. I lost track. Alright, I'll take second. But as you can see there, it's just 9 points. And it looks like someone exited, which that's another reason is sometimes you can start with 7 and then actually there's just 6. Or fewer at the end due to some disconnect. At least we got 8 here. This one is tough not to make sure. I'm gonna go shockwave. And there's still shockwave. Oops. And they're a bouncer. Oops. I'm gonna leave off here so that I can shockwave around this corner. And here, and again, so I have to be careful about because sometimes that doesn't turn out so well. No. And this one, so many times when I hit that ramp, is a definite, so I'll be a little more conservative. One more race in here, maybe. Yes, 8. Just under the wire. City by the Bay. There's my timer. I'll let this one play out. Given this is my last race, all the other rules just go by. I'll finish this regardless. Oh, how did you get me in the air? Oh, still don't understand sometimes. Should have avoided him in the air. I don't know what I was thinking. Sweet. Right. All right. We'll come back and so final point total is 1852. All right, so the math, 1852 minus 1571 gives us a total of 281 in 30 minutes. Honestly, that's one of my best scores there in 30 minutes because rarely do I get above 400. So, but it worked out good. My goal is always about 150 for 30 minutes, and I will absolutely take this. Good luck. I hope this works for you, and if it does, or you can think of ways to improve it, please share in the comments. Good luck racing.